You need to watch that video that I'm sharing after this video about this lady having a dialogue with herself. She's playing out some characters, and basically they're saying that actually the one person is saying the word narcissism is being misused, and the other one is saying it's not, that all abusers are narcissists. To be honest, I don't believe that, because I do believe that the word narcissism and being a narcissist is being misused by everybody. Everybody is using the word, and I never called a person a narcissist in my life, and I would never call my abusers a narcissist. I just realized that they are not taking accountability for their own behavior. They have childhood traumas which let them make wrong decisions in life. So I will not call my abusers narcissists. It is a misuse of the word. And of course, narcissism has an opposite. So actually the opposite of narcissism, I will write this word on the screen so you will learn the word. The opposite of narcissism is egoism. So echoism. Egoism, and the person suffering from that is an egoist. But these are things that need to be diagnosed by a psychiatrist. That person, these people, to be diagnosed someone with narcissism and egoism, you need to be diagnosed personally by your own psychiatrist. So stop using the word narcissist, because if you're using the word narcissist, you need to know that the opposite of narcissism is egoism. So you need to start use that word too then, you know? So basically it is a federal crime to diagnose a person with a mental illness, which is narcissism is a mental illness. It is a criminal act to diagnose people with an illness without having a doctoral license, without being a psychiatrist, without having a degree. You understand what I mean? And even if you're a psychiatrist, you cannot call everybody a narcissist, because you need to be specific with your own patients, and then you will do a research, and then you can diagnose. You cannot go, even if you're a psychiatrist having a degree, whether it is from the McDonald's Happy Meal or from Yale University, you cannot go around call people narcissists without giving people personal diagnosis. So what you can say, which is not a diagnosis, is, some people are hyper independent and other people are hyper dependent. And the people who are hyper independent are people who usually are chasing goals. Of course, there can be childhood trauma related to that. If people are hyper focused on success and being successful, learning too much, wanting to better their life, and being too hyper focused that they forget the rest of the world. But then the other people who are hyper dependent on people, they are too focused in failure, feeling sorry for themselves, chasing the hyper independent people because they want their success. There's also trauma. So that's why I'm saying the people who are hyper dependent, they like to cling on people who are hyper independent, because they see them as a way to have a successful, financial stability, because the people who are hyper dependent lack energy, they lack self-respect, they lack ambition, they are in victimhood, they are focused on failure. Why can I do that? Okay, then I can either work as a prostitute to gain that success. So these people, if I have all the money, these people will respect me. Or they say, let me cling on the hyper independent person. Oh, he will give me everything I want. Do you know what I mean? Let him work for me, and I will be just lay back, enjoy the. So these hyper dependent people who just cling and chase and obsess with the hyper independent people and think that, oh, let the man work the success, he's intelligent, and I can sit at home just buy brand names. I will buy Gucci bags and Dolce Gabbana and Balenciaga. So basically those same hyper dependent people are those friendships that become jealous of their best friend who is hyper independent, and then you find out that, oh, this woman killed her best friend because she was jealous of her best friend's success. Her best friend was paying everything for her, but because she couldn't reach that level of success, she recruited more people to kill her best friend who is hyper dependent independent, and she is hyper dependent. So as I stated before, I am a victim and I survived attempt murder on my life by a previous person I was vetting for marriage. We were not in a relationship, but we were just kind of getting to know each other. And I also found myself in toxic friendships with childhood friends. And I am not diagnosed with anything, only depression. And I kind of call myself a hyper independent person because I am really focused on success, setting goals, learning new skills, and in that process I do kind of forget the whole world. But it means that I am successful in reaching goals. I do reach goals, which my friends from childhood cannot reach goals. You understand what I mean?